Hello. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean, come on. Another day, another solo challenge. Today we're in for something special. I don't know, man. I think we gotta play something different. Maybe Celestic can work for us. It's hard, though, because Beam from a Thorium Asteroid is such a great starting card to go with our Saturn systems. But I keep playing Saturn systems, and I keep being sad by what I do with it. Do we just start with a ton of starting metals? What are we trying to do here? What are we trying to get out of this? Because, like, the titanium we can get here and here. I'm just wondering if, like, do you really want the self-sufficient settlement? It's like $22 worth of production, whereas this alone is 16 plus 9, right? It's more from the supply drop on turn 1. Not to mention the donation if you wanted $21, just money. But I'm not sure I need a city. So I think we come in here, we grab all this good stuff. I mean, Earth Office in the starting hand, Beam of Thorium, and a Venus card are all, like, so worthwhile. So we do that, we do our Space Agency. The Space Agency got us optimal aerobraking and an asteroid mining. Wow. I think we do asteroid mining first and then go to Beam from a Thorium. Just low key. The only other thing I can think to do is if we do business contacts first, we could get something wild. We didn't. Just get some end game kind of stuff. Great. So yeah, Beam from, or we get an asteroid. We now have 3 titanium production. And if I don't spend anything, there's a good chance I can get a Beam from a Thorium next turn. I could get the nuclear power. And -2 is pretty painful, but since I have all the steel on hand, it's not that bad. Just to get the 3 energy that will then be available, then turn into heat, what have you. We'll start by getting those early heat bumps just because. Sister planet support. This is a Venus tag. I think we do the... I can't do Beam from a Thorium because I bought cards. So I can start Extractor Balloon. That's basically the most. And then next turn I can get Sister Planet support going. This is a pretty slow card I just bought, but it gives me the Venus tag for you. And it's going to get Venus kind of ticking away here. Which would be nice. So we're looking for like a floater synergy. We didn't take Celestic, but you know, it is what it is. Let's take one more temperature bump so that it's ready for that free heat income. Research towing a comet. Man, part of me even wants black polar dust, but I think we should be okay. And again, just for the record, we are like $5 shy here still. So even if I stole money, I wouldn't have enough. Let's do... I'd love to get Media Group. Let's have a look. Quantum Extractor. Love that. We did grab Research, right? So that's 2 science tags on our way to getting to 4. We're going to have a Venus bump next turn. It's probably a good time to take a free ocean. Just buy the 3 card spot. Colonizer Training Camp and Protected Valley and a science tag. I mean, I'm just grabbing so much at this point, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get our... Let's go and steal 2 steel. Let's get our Beam from a Thorium using all our titanium that's been building up. Let's use the steel we just stole to get a colonizer training camp, which actually gives us an income because of our company. And then let's do our audit. So, how are we? We have 5 money production plus $9 worth of titanium, right? Plus the 2 TR. So, not that good. You know, 7 plus 9 is 16. 15 I used to say is average. I'm starting to think that 20 is actually more average, or at least for a good run. But it's not so bad, right? Like we're doing okay, right? We're not below 10. We're not super low on cash. We do have some terraforming upside, and that is to say that we have 6 energy and 3 heat production. That's quite a bit. That's going to start pushing up this production, and we're going to get these 2 freebies pretty quick. So we're going to be at 6 and 5. In terms of economics, we do have our Earth office discount and our Saturn systems income, which has already basically been accounted for. But what I'm really looking forward to is optimal aerobraking, quantum extractor, and if we can get space events like towing a comet, then all of a sudden we're going to be having discounts and we're going to be having rebates. So the heat is good. We have a system for slowly pushing up Venus that we can expand on, which is good. Yeah, so it's just a matter of getting all of that lined up for us. I'm going to do one more Venus bump, just so that it's by the 8. Points per Jovian, Ocean's at the end of the game, Ocean's in the mid-game, and I don't need energy. So we're getting a lot of good cards offered to us, at least okay cards. So, certainly some work there. What do we do now, though? Do we just go for research and try and get some new cards? Try and get our way up to quantum? It's probably the best. It's a little risky. We got nitrate producing. We got a great dam. It's kind of lame, but hey, our titanium's still building up. We can put that to use soon. How do we feel? How do we feel? I felt better at the end of Gen 4 than I did at the end of Gen 5, that's for sure. But again, we have decent income. I'm going to push the temperature one more time, and then we're going to get that temperature push. Another science tag. Venus floaters, based on the number of Jovians that we have, is really something that we're looking for here. So we have 1 floater right now. We also have 4 Jovian tags. I am short by a science tag. Like, I actually have the 2 science tags I could play to play quantum, but it would be too expensive. So I wouldn't be able to get it. So do I... For the sake of pushing Venus, do I just play optimal aerobraking now, or do I stay patient? I think I'm going to stay patient. It's only Gen 6. Let's get our... Man, the medical lab sucks. I mean, I could build the physics complex. I could even use the physics complex, which is the wild thing. What I hate about the medical lab is it's 1 income. It's a very bad, like, science tag card. And if I played the other one first, I could have gotten an extra income. But, like, at this point in the game, that's just not worth messing up the flow. IO mining, okay. We can once again go off the path here. Because that's going to be quite worthwhile, I believe. Even in Gen 7. Having 2 multipliers. I mean, you know how this goes. I go too deep into multipliers and then everything loses. Can I spend $25 on this? Probably not. Not if I want to get this turn. So, fine. Is there anything else that we want to do this turn? Probably not. We do get our Venus bump for a card, though. Cloud seeding? Meh. Probably want another free, another ocean from the government, though, to be fair. But yeah, now with 5 titanium, $48 in hand, development center, and a mineral deposit. Maxwell base could actually be good as well. Not just for the 3 points, but because it could make us floaters to terraform Venus very quickly. So let's get this science tag, and that gives us a card draw, much needed. What did we get? Solar panels, okay. Then quantum extractor, then optimal aerobraking, and then optimal aerobraking allows me to start playing all my other cards. Oh, I meant to play the metal deposit before getting that card. Oopsie. Okay, well, Hydrogen to Venus is worth playing, even though I have another multiplier in my hand. It's like you do this now, you get 5 floaters, and that enables me to play Maxwell Base on future gens, so that we can keep topping up those floaters as we spend them. For now, we should do nothing, or we should get more. I mean, nitrate producing is kind of nice, because at least then I can try and go for my 63 TR. It's not good in terms of terraforming the planet, but it is good in terms of trying to score points. But I think that we've already done enough of that with our Jovians. So let's get some help on the oxygen. That's clearly where we're weakest. Earth Catapult. Man, it makes me want to play Bribe Committee. It's almost free, because it'll be $2 after this. So let's give that a shot. Earth Catapult being a discount of 2 is just such an autoplay. Then Maxwell Base, like I genuinely think it's worth it. There could be some value in like an ice asteroid. Let's play the Maxwell Base though, just for the sake of just getting it down. Then we can work from there. I know there was rebates, especially on Ice Asteroid, that may have made it worth doing that one first, but I think I can still play it. So yeah, we'll play this. Maximize kind of money back, adjacency, potentials. We can get our steel. I might actually play the Lava Tube Settlement at this point. Let's get those 3 cards, see what happens. Lunar Beam, that's not bad. We've got a big asteroid, that's not bad. Let's take the Lunar Beam, that'll really hyper focus our production here of energy and heat. It actually makes it so that we can probably shift our focus a bit. Methane from Titan, again, is probably not good, but we'll do it. I could have grabbed the capital as well, but I have 2 point multipliers, and Methane from Titan is at least half a greenery and half a heat bump. So we did get the big asteroid for free. I'm getting, like, let's say 2 production heat bumps, 2 production heat bumps, plus the freebie, plus all the heat we get back on events, right? Like, we should be fine. Oh, look at this one, actually. But, like, big asteroid gives us money back. It gives us titanium back. Like, we get $12 back, plus the heat. $12 with the titanium, plus 3 more, so $15, plus the 3 heat if you value it just $1. It's just too much of a rebate not to do it. Great. Now we bump the Venus. We use the space event to get the ocean. We use the floater to bump. Lake Marineris is now playable. I have enough oceans, actually. Let's finally grab those plant-rich locations. Methane from Titan. Sure. The question for me is, like, do we do a physics complex? There's no, like, CEO's favorite project left or anything, but that doesn't mean it isn't worth doing. Permafrost is free if I just put it here. $6 for $6 back. Four plants from Cloud Seeding is cheaper than $23 for 8 plants worth of stuff. I think I just do the Cloud Seeding. Like, it's just get some plants, because at least then we have the upside of the bonus plants. But yeah, I have way too much heat now. Just 1 production later and I'm like, yep, we had too much. Luxury Foods, 2 points, Lichen and all that. It's just a little bit too late. We're not playing Manutech, so let's let that sit. We do have this card to use our extra heat that we took at the start of the game, but with all our space events, like, it's unlikely to me that that would be the difference. Still. I do want to play Physics Complex this gen. I do want to bump Venus. I wish I could get even more floating stuff. Floaters. I don't have 1-point animals, but I definitely need a lot of stuff here. Let's play our Protected Valley here for the card. Or Processor. Honestly, like for 2 oxygen bump clicks, that's super worthwhile for us. Then I'll go pick up the steel. I want a Physics Complex, but now I can't. I need 1 more production of energy next gen if I want to be able to do all the clicks. Not saying that all the clicks is really what we need or want, but sure would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm just so far behind on actually terraforming here. We're gonna keep buying greeneries where we can. We're gonna keep buying. I can't even get a greenery with this right now. Buy a Venus bump. Again, we're gonna have more than enough heat next gen, like way too much. We're looking for Venus, and we're looking for. Oh, I should have bought. I meant to buy 1 more energy production. I'm stupid. 1 oxygen here. Can't play any of this. I really wanted a Physics Complex, but maybe that's just too much greed. Certainly 1 oxygen bump here. I don't have any 1-point animals, so 4 plants here. And then what do we want? Just to click the Venus bump button. I mean, look, we'll draw 1 card. We could get lucky. We could get like a giant solar shade, which would like do 3 Venus steps for cheap. We didn't. We got building industries. Great. I mean, I could always buy greenery here. Heat trappers, no thank you. 1, 2. We always need to buy standard projects in these games. I have like 1 million titanium, right? But still, Ganymede Colony is so good. Let's buy 1 more air scraping. And then let's... Even though I have 2 steel, let's just sell you. Sell the Great Dam because I would rather take the Soil Factory in any... Okay. Yeah, basically, after selling everything, I have just enough to buy the Venus bump and then use my titanium on 1 other card. Getting a Jovian multiplier is going to be better, so air scraping, and then the thing I was hoping for is that, like, if we bought Interstellar Colony Ship, we would get $3 back, right? So, like, there's a world in which I'm like, oh, sick, you play this, you get rebates, you get money, and then you take that money and you buy the other card too. But I'm short like $10 for that, which is substantial. The fact that I didn't get another Venus bump, I was off by 1, is pretty poo-poo. But hey, I mean, that's 28 points on cards, IO Mining, and Ganymede Colony, so 63 TR. I don't know, gang. I don't know. This could be finally a run with Jovians. We don't have any cities that are really getting us points. Just this one. We didn't buy like the capital in here or anything like that. 7-2. Oh, oh, oh. Just freaking barely, man. Just barely. We got 100 points. Oh my god. We did it. Oh my god, we did it. Oh my god. 100 points. 100 points. 63 TR. And importantly, we actually terraformed the whole planet. It's actually a trifecta. It wasn't too much greed. Though the points aren't even that high. So I guess the greed was limited or the run was just bad. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.